Well, a lot of talk on Twitter, a lot of reaction on the Twitter there regarding the nitrates derogation and about how the minister was welcoming it as a good thing. And it is a good thing. Like, I don't know whether some of the commentary is driven by a lack of understanding or a bit of misinformation. I would say a bit of both. So I suppose the first thing we may do is we may say what isn't a derogation. So what doesn't a derogation allow a farmer to do? Well, first of all, it doesn't allow the farmer to break any rules. The second thing it doesn't allow a farmer is to pollute the countryside willy-nilly. And another thing it doesn't allow a farmer to do is spread any more chemical nitrogen or bad nitrogen than it would otherwise be allowed. It allows a farmer to carry a higher stocking rate. So once organic N, so that is the amount of nitrogen an animal excretes, once the organic N increases over 170 kilograms of N per hectare, we must apply for derogation. What does that mean? Well, it means that I'm in derogation 4 or 5 years. Farmers who want to apply for derogation must sign up to some very strict rules and measures in order to gain that. So what are they? So I'm bound to miss 1 or 2 years. So I'm sure when I put this up, people will weigh in on stuff I've missed. And that's the purpose of this video, to be honest. Trying to correct or trying to balance this debate. But it's a complicated issue. It is a complicated issue. And those that are kind of want to create confusion and, the bit of misunderstanding I was talking about, stir that up, they paint this as a very simple black and white issue. It's not black and white. There's nothing in farming black and white. There's nothing in farming black and white. And anyone that tries to create an impression that things are simple and we can pivot and change overnight is being disingenuous. They're being disingenuous. Anyways, what's a derogation do? What do I have to do with derogation? So first of all, I have to do a nutrient management plan. So that means I have to declare my stocking rate, so all the cattle I have in the year, all the meal I feed them, and all the fertilizer I buy. And from those figures then, I have a nutrient management plan, what I can do with the following year. So that takes into account all the slurry I have on farm from the previous year, which will be spread this year, let's say. So I have a nutrient management plan, which I'll follow. Okay? The other thing we have to do soil tests. So soil tests, we want to monitor the soil fertility of our farm and make corrective adjustments. So the big one around that is pH. As a farmer and grassland farmer, I want to keep my pH between 6.3 and 6.5. That's the sweet spot for grass growth. It's also the sweet spot for maximum nutrient use and least nutrient loss. We have to spread all our slurry using low emission slurry spreading equipment. So for a farmer to buy one of them, it's going to cost them 40 grand. Contractor costs are increased, but this is low emission slurry spreading reduces ammonia emissions and makes better use of organic N again and nitrogen. It also signs farmers up to reducing the amount of fertilizer they buy. But because they're going to manage their slurry a bit differently, they're going to be able to reduce that. And I would argue that we're going to see higher reductions in nitrogen use than what's contained within the derogation. We have to incorporate clover into our swards to reduce nitrogen, because clover fixes nitrogen from the atmosphere. And there's loads of other measures. Fence off water courses, mind water quality, do courses, do biodiversity courses, change the way we manage our hedgerows. The measures there are, listen, it covers biodiversity, covers water quality, covers gaseous emissions. And farmers sign up to that. And they sign up to it because they know it's the right thing to do. And they sign up to it because they're in it for the long haul. And they want to continue to farm and they want to continue to improve their businesses. Don't listen to the misinformation. Ask a farmer.